Okay. So,
Hello, everybody. So welcome, everyone. So if you are with us for the first time in our webinars, my name is Nadia Mamet. I'm a co-founder of Manatex.digital company, and today I will be speaking with my colleagues. Also, if you've been already with us before, so you know that our webinars are very practical. We share some insights about different industries, about different technologies, about different trends across the globe. So in something that happens in different countries and different industries and technologies. So this is the beginning of 2025, and this is our first webinar in this year, and we discussed it internally and decided to dedicate it to digital transformation in export. So why digital transformation? 2025 is definitely the year of, that is projected to be very important for everyone, for businesses, companies, for people. So because this is going to bring us a lot of definitely like new trends, and we will see with our own eyes this year how markets and industries will be transformed. So digital transformation for exporters organized by Manatex. If you participate in our events since a long time, we continuously speak that the mission of Manatex as a company is to help small and medium-sized enterprises. So we do everything so that modern technologies, with our help, support SMEs and help them thrive globally. But we never actually loudly disclosed what Manatex is. So, and now we believe that now it's a time that we can, we stop teasing, we can share it, because Manatex digital platform will be launched publicly in less than 2 months. So what is Manatex Digital? So, and why we think that we are experts in this digital transformation in the experts field. So just please let me give you a few words. So if you are following the trends in social media, if you read articles, if you listen to public officials, then you probably heard the fashion word like expression like vertical AI agent and AI agents. So it was 1 month ago, CEO of Microsoft was giving interview. So he mentioned that according to his understanding, software market is dead and will be substituted by AI agents. So basically, Manatex Digital is a fundamental project which is based on data science, and this is actually this AI agent, which is like specifically trained to solve a number of expert-related tasks. So we created our own algorithm. Please don't confuse it with ChatGPT. We will mention some generative AI tools today, but Manatex Digital is not generative AI. It's a hybrid AI tool. So it solves a number of tasks. For example, helps exporters to identify the best markets. It makes some also analysis of the capabilities of the companies, assessment of expert readiness, and it tailors, customizes strategies and provides instructions, like clear customized instruction for every company. So what to do today, tomorrow, in 1 month, and 2 months. So if you want to start exporting, that's what Manatex Digital platform is going to deliver. So at this moment, so as I mentioned, the platform will be publicly launched in less than 2 months, but we actively show it to many B2B clients worldwide, and we do it with the help of our partners. We are now presented with, we have 7 representatives in the countries like France, Italy, United Kingdom, Australia, Tunisia, UAE, and Kazakhstan. And Steve Bile, a consultant who joined us today, he helps us with the clients in Italy. So we are experts because our specialists, so our team members and us co-founders, we are experienced people, all of us, and we've experienced in different fields, in consultancy, in innovation management, in corporate relationship and marketing, for example, and also in academia. So now we will move to from this kind of a minute of advertising to practical discussion. And I need to give my word to my colleague, Madhyar, who is going to share a few words about his findings of how AI is actually transforming international business development and how expert managers can utilize AI so that to maximize the potential of the company and the initiative of experts.
Thank you, Nadia. Thank you for everyone to joining us for this webinar. It's been over 2 years since the emergence of these generative AI tools such as ChatGPT. I've been working with different generative AI because of simply the Manatex project that we have been creating for more than 2 years, and also generative AIs are part of this project. And I would like to share my experiences and insight that I learned with working mainly with these generative AIs with you, to show how exporters can benefit from these tools to boost their export performance. This digital transformation that we are experiencing is not just only adopting technologies. It's about rethinking, the way we approach challenges and opportunities in international trade. In fact, before this revolution of AI, you see the way that we approach, traditional international expansion with, this reliance on manual research or traditional approach was very expensive and time consuming to get the data, going to the new market. Maybe it was just gut feeling that, okay, I like this market, let's go there, or I know somebody over there, let's go there. So, or if we had a lot of money to invest in costly market research or partner search. Now with these AI tools, the whole approach is different now. The access is cheaper and faster with real-time insight and automation. So it's mainly a good news because it helps us with reducing the cost and also doing the task faster than before. Now, how to get started with using AI. I know all of you already are using some sort of, generative AIs, but I simply can, categorize it in two large categories. The first category is generative tools. It's general tools that, like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and these are built for general purposes, such as, knowledge, theoretical advice. And for example, if you would like to learn more how to, structure your pricing from export to recommended retail price, these kind of AIs can give you, the instruction how to do it. But the other, category, which are the expert tools, as Nadia also explained in the beginning, that these tools are specifically built for a specific purpose. Like for us now is export specific AIs. They have their own internal algorithm. Of course, all these export tools also use this LLM AI or generative AIs for language model, but all the algorithms, formulations, and also the data is from different resources than generative AI. And for example, with the tools like Manatex, export specific AI, instead of giving you only the structure of how to understand your pricing model, it can give you even recommend you the exact price. For example, what is the best export price, so that, for example, for exporting cosmetics, I don't know, to Poland, then the recommended retail price will be acceptable for the market. So that's really a huge advancement in international business development. But in this session, I will, focus only on the generative AIs. We know several different generative AIs. Only big companies can afford to create this. We have like 4 or 5 companies that already, doing this. The biggest one are like ChatGPT, OpenAI, that you know this from Microsoft, or Google Gemini, or Grok, or Mistral in Europe. These are the 3 AIs that I mainly work with them, and test them with different international expansion tasks. And I wrote also an article, you can find it on LinkedIn, about which one is better for which task. And in general, I just give you some examples here, that ChatGPT remains my first choice, simply probably because it has more than not more than around 200 million users, so it is better fine-tuned than others. But it's good. I use it mainly for strategic advice, planning, and managing tasks in international business development, to ask it about structures, about the theories, and how to for example, structure pricing for each market. I use ChatGPT. Then Google Gemini, Google benefit from large database of Google, which is the biggest search engine in the world. And with Google News, Google Trends, they are the toppest in the world. So for any information about live market trends, because of thanks to this Google Trends and Google News, they benefit from better database. So Google Gemini might provide better answer for you if you, for example, exporting olive oil organic to Asian market, and you would like to learn more if, for example, organic market is still on the trend in Asia. So you might use Google Gemini, and probably the paid version, to give you a better advice and live market trends. Grok is a newborn baby of this Elon Musk, and it's my favorite one. The reason is that I found it less biased than Google Gemini and ChatGPT, because all these AI are biased and follow the instruction of their builders and their companies. And if you challenge with them at some point, you understand that they are really biased to answer some of your questions the way that their builders like it. Grok XI is less biased, and also it relies on the internet websites more than the 2 others, and so it provides more information from different resources. So and for example, if I'm looking for instead of searching online for something about international expansion, I prefer to ask Grok XI about this. But there are do's and don'ts. So with using these AIs, do not expect high accuracy in every response. As mentioned earlier, they can give you good instruction, but when it comes to numbers, they might fabricate the numbers, and it is somehow even dangerous because they can give completely false information. Don't ask broad questions that require detailed information, and try to be precise, and don't ask questions that require access to detailed trade, for example, about importation volume. And a question like this, they are not linked to live trade data, so they cannot provide you with exact numbers. And what to do, to make your research better is that validate with other trusted resources. Feed this generative AI with reliable information, then ask question. That's my favorite approach. I always try to, give them all the information that I found from other resources. Then I ask question, and craft precise prompts are the key points here. If you make good prompts, you can be sure that you get a better response from them. So that's why I added another slide about crafting good prompts. For crafting good prompts, you need to be very specific about each question. So if you ask, for example, how should I grow my export, it's a little bit general and vague. But make it specific about, suggest strategies for expanding organically to export to Germany, and also continue with more details. That's much better than, a vague question. Provide context before asking question. Exactly explain the context. Okay, I received this call, for example, about the pricing. My pricing is not good in this country, and we have this problem because of this. So help me structure my pricing from Germany to France, whatever. That's the context that it's important to add into your prompts. And focus on one question at a time. Do not ask a question that contains several questions inside it. Instead, you try to question back and forth with AI, generative AI, so that each question after each question, it becomes better in terms of answers that it provides to you. These are the some important advice on prompting. And use some customizing capabilities that they offer to you. For example, I know OpenAI, ChatGPT, and also Google Gemini offers this possibility. So it is they claim it is confidential. It means that if you buy paid version, they do not train their model based on your information. So you can be sure that your information is not shared with them, only kept inside this model that you use. So in your personalization in the setting, you can go to the memory and then talk about what you like for the memory, so that it memorize it, and also activate custom instruction. In custom instruction, you have two options. One is that explain about yourself, your company, a lot of things. You can even give your website to it so that it learns from you. And in second option is that how it can respond to you. That's you can train it in each response what you like and what you don't like. There are also customized ChatGPT that customize GPT in the OpenAI platform. I created one dedicated GPT for exporter. You see it here, export and international sales advisor. It's completely confidential for you. Your information will not be shared online or even with the creator, nothing. but it is created a special purpose for exporters and with export knowledge. For example, for this ChatGPT, if you just prompt it, turn on export project mode, it becomes, an export project management tool for you. You can use it freely. You can find the link on the LinkedIn and use this tool freely. Okay, that was, some slides that I wanted to share with you about my insight and general AI, generative AIs. It's a huge word, and we can talk hours about this and how to make it better. For myself, at the beginning, I thought that it increased like 25% or 30% my productivity, but here I'm sitting now, and I can confess that it's even maybe more than 100%. So it helped me even to copy myself. So I'm very happy with this revolution. What does it mean for a smaller exporter? It means that with AI tools and digital tools, they can achieve big dreams. Because it will be possible for them, with a small budget, a small team, they can achieve larger goals that were once reserved only for large companies with high budgets. But now everybody can benefit from them. And I see one day even, one person companies can start exporting very well, or doing a lot of things with the help of these AI tools. Thank you for everyone, and I think Nadia will continue.
Yes, I'm back. So as promised in our announcement, we will also share a few words about theoretical background. Why we are doing this? I understand that our audience is at least 90% people who work in real business. They are practitioners, and not always they understand the value of literature, but I'm a person who is both in academia and business, and I can say that, these two worlds often neglect each other. So practitioners believe that, these academic findings don't have any value, and academia is opposite, believes that it's only like literature that they have to contribute instead of also contributing to some managerial implications. In fact, academia solves a lot of problems, and this is just a great proof for all of us. So to say that, we spoke a lot about AI, but digital transformation, it's not about AI technology only. So this discussion has accelerated because fourth industrial revolution, the time that we live in, so which also transformed international trade as a domain, I would say. It started with this OpenAI introduction a couple of years ago, but digital transformation was there before, and it will continue. So, and we believe that for companies, such things as digital transformation doesn't have an end now. So for many executives, it will be never-ending story. So academia definitely has a lot of findings. It can be thousands of articles that we can publish in academic journals that we can quote here. But all in all, we can say that, digital transformation transforms the capabilities of the companies, and it helps tremendously in internationalization with marketing capability, supply chain, etc., etc. So there are also a lot of articles, a lot of proof published about specifically AI impact on the internationalization. So we cannot talk a lot, say a lot about AI use in export, because exporters just start doing this. In fact, we know that even organizations like trade promotion organizations don't use AI to the extent that they can do this. So now we speak about readiness. So, for example, Italian academic colleagues did some fundamental research a few years ago and assessed the artificial intelligence readiness and its impact on the expectation of Italian SMEs, and they believe it's like this impact is extremely positive. So it's like positively related. So all in all, from academia, we know that the readiness of SMEs to embrace the technologies in general and artificial intelligence in particular, so helps, it's like a turning point, it helps companies to internationalize. And that's one of the reasons why we created our tool and why we believe that it can be a turning point for small and medium-sized enterprises, so that they can afford export, because this, export cost is growing. So, and on practice, we just find a lot of proofs to what academics actually found even before. So this like practical confirmation. So as I just mentioned, digital transformation discussion in international trade in particular, and also, of course, in also different other areas in business, has accelerated since the last couple of years. But digital transformation, it's not just about AI. So last time, for example, when we had a similar webinar, we discussed also how open innovations can improve internationalization practices. And today I would like to mention also how what is called digital trade can be applied as a practice for some small and medium-sized companies, because definitely this kind of opportunity can help companies to scale up the business internationally, go abroad, etc., etc. So we hear a lot about it, and there are like specifically the consultants that target this kind of digital transformation and expert that talk a lot about digital trade. So what is digital trade? So in fact, there was a big discussion even in the international organizations like World Trade Organization or some others. So to find what is digital trade. So, but digital trade can be definitely defined as international trade that is digitally ordered and digitally delivered. So very simple explanation. And so we can see that WTO and OECD define it as a framework in this kind of visual way. So digitally delivered services, digitally delivered products also. So the trend is very, very positive. So you can see the growth rate for different product categories, and we see that digitally delivered services grow much faster in the specifically last 10 years versus other goods and services. So that's why it's also worth to actually pay attention to this trend, to maybe dedicate some resources to learn more, so to educate personnel and discover what would be the, for example, route to market in case you want to start exporting digitally. So why is that? Actually, governments in different countries support initiatives related to digital trade, and as governments, they produce a lot of trade agreements that target digital trade in particular. So, for example, some provisions on online sales, some electronic contracts, digital signatures, also elimination of custom duties that are related to electronic transmissions, intellectual property, and data flow. So there are a lot of examples, a lot of initiatives across the world. So I chose just a few that cover different countries. So for example, Trans-Pacific Partnership covers, I think, more than a dozen countries. So Digital Economy Partnership Agreement covers, at this moment, I think, 4 countries. No, European Union and Japan, so obviously, so these are all European Union countries, members that support this partnership agreement. So how to start? Like, okay, just a few words. I, of course, cannot just now like consult on the whole like checklist and tell you, so do this, but in general, so the company that wants to start like to explore, so what is digital export, digital trade, so what we can do if we want to start exporting, for example, our product digitally. So the preparation stage, because definitely we as consultants believe that preparation stage also is very important. So company that is well prepared has significantly more chances to succeed. And this preparation process is similar to any other expert preparation, but also includes some preparation for digital transactions. So company has to explore how to proceed with digital payment setup, with digital analytics and other things. Also, the big challenge in this case becomes to identify the right channel. And here I think so that probably AI tools can be very helpful now, something that Magia already explained, because the right channel in each market can be like really different. So I decided to mention here the example of Poland, where Amazon has been presented in Poland since more than 10 years. But at the same time, so in digital marketplaces, Amazon doesn't occupy more than like 10% of the market. So the Poles are very loyal to the marketplace, which was created before Amazon entered the market, and it's called Allegro PL. So it means that you want to start selling your product in Poland, you have to definitely discover how Allegro works. And I know from experience that the algorithm of Allegro is different from Amazon. So basically, there is someone who knows how this algorithm works is needed in the team. So the most difficult part in this case is to prepare all the operational part and manage it. Also, all this logistics, fulfillment, product returns, and so on. So if the company works in the same economic zone, like for example, European Union, it's easier. So if we want to penetrate a completely new market and start selling, for example, on Taobao or Tmall in China, so then it becomes way more difficult for many reasons, mainly also because in China, so the consumers utilize these marketplaces in a totally different way. So when they like decision-making, purchase process is varies significantly. I have some Chinese students that have this experience in real life, so they share that a lot is like really interesting. Also, there is a legal point, so the company should be compliant to the local legislation, and it can be also a lot of preparation from the legal side. So the next stage, so it's how to start exporting. The next stage, of course, would be also how to grow and how to launch some marketing campaign. But I would say it's another story. So one can dedicate even more time on how to do some local campaigns if the product is already there. So maybe we save it for the next time. Okay, now I give a word to our colleague from Italy. So Steve, you can come. So just I welcome Steve. So he is experienced trainer and consultant in a number of industries. He's originally from France, but is based in Italy. Speaks both languages. So and yes, has like great experience in the number of industries that we all like. So okay, you can start talking. We don't hear you. Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay, do you
Yeah.
hear me? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Sorry for the little inconvenience. Okay, I'm a growth accelerator consultant. I work with food and beverage sector. So I work, okay, yeah. I suppose company in the gastronomy and wine sector through 4 points. Human management with the team, communication and marketing. So also marketing digital, social media and everything. And also resources management, like logistic. For the beginning, to do export, we have to think about it, about a vision, about a strategy, and also think about the pitfall and also the mistake, because already mistake at the beginning or later. Okay. Yeah. Okay. For me, having a clear strategy, it's a guiding principle that will allow action be implemented. The most important is the preparation, like said Madia and Nadia. The next one, it's for me a bad example. It's about heritage. It's a mark of champagne. I know them in 2019, and at the beginning, the project was wonderful. It's a best quality product, also for the marketing, but there's no vision and also there's no guidance. So there's a possibility of making a great storytelling with a historical French consonant. Like you see, Champagne, Prince Henri d'Orléans. It's about the royalty, but without quiet line, no defined plan. It's a blind navigation. Okay, we have contact in Asia, we have contact in Canada, in USA, but what's the point? What's the objective? At this time, I had advised in 2019 to attack the Canadian market because for me it's more simple with the condition than US. Unfortunately, they don't listen to me. They want to go in different ways. Also, the same thing with the Chilean partners. They go behind my back with this person. And when he say no, okay, Steve, could you help us? Yeah, of course. But it's more easier to go in the right way at the beginning. Okay, I'm half Sicilian, so it's better for me to talk with them because I know them. So proposing an offer that does not match, the market is double-edged. We have to have the perfect match between the market and the product. Don't underestimate the importance of localization. Each market is different, so we have to adapt to their own cultural, linguistic, and legal specificities, like Nadia said before. It's also about the communication, what word how to talk with people. So the next is about the logistic. The logistic, we need to have a reliable logistic partner because it's nerve centers that can cause major problems. I had this problem in 2023 during the holidays at the end of the year. The products don't arrive for the feast, arrive in January, so the client distributors wasn't happy and his client wasn't happy too. So it's important to put in place efficient processes to avoid delays and errors. So in the next slide, I explain which partner I choose for my clients in Sicily because this client have partners in Europe. So we have also the important keys, important question. It's about Incoterm and the means of payment. For the Incoterm, generally my clients in Sicily or in Italy use Xwork. So, like the example of Nadia, it's very important because the responsibility of the goods are for the buyers, not for the sellers. Ok. For example, for antiquatory feature delle Madonne, che product sweet and biscuits and panettone, also colomb, pandoro, perfect for holidays, Santa Claus, Easter. So in addition to finding distributors customer, I choose a logistic partners service with European partners to deliver on time because to do this in Sicily, it's a little bit complicated, the logistic. Imagine a producer in Palermo want to deliver his distributor in Rouen, for example. Goods go to Messina, so Palermo, west of the Sicily, east Messina, take the ferry to go to Calabria. So road transport to Milan or Torino, and after that, road transport to the destination, when Germany or other country. It takes time between 5 days to go to Milan or Torino, and 5 days later to go to Wayne. So 2 weeks to have directly the goods in your store. Thinking that digital is enough, it's for me, it's a big mistake because digital is a wonderful tool, but we need human. With human, it's complementary with digital because digital is a tool we can go faster and we can focus on your job. My job for me is communication, selling, business development. It's more important. I use, like Maya said, ChatGPT, Gemini, because for me it's better. I have the structure, and so I know how to go to the goal. Next example, I collaborate with ITC. ITC is an Italian trade center. It's a platform to connect Italian exporting companies with export manager. These export manager are in different countries, and with them we have the possibility to attack different markets. different segmentation about the quality of the products. And most important, we have the possibility to do webinar like this for presentation opportunities, or to contact directly the companies by video, phone, or directly in person if we have the possibility to do this. So the next is how to avoid pitfall. Like I said, we do every mistakes at the beginning or later, but it's not the problem. It's experience. It's life in Trade International. So we have to choose the right tools in our company, CRM or CMS. We have to choose the good, efficient e-commerce platforms. You communicate on the social media, so we have to choose which information we communicate with our customers. If our customers use LinkedIn, it's more professional. If it's more with pictures like me for the wine or the travel of for my clients, I think it's more efficient to use Instagram, for example. And the next time it's analytics tools. We have to use the strategic plan to do everything right, maybe, and see the objectives and the results after that. Next example is with Sishi Industria. Sishi Industria is the largest territorial association of the Sicilian Confindustria system. It has 7 operational in different cities in Sicily, but the more important is divided into product groups that bring together based on the production sectors that belong to. So for me, it's for agroalimentaire. And in the example, for my Sicilian client who are members of Sishi Industria, I'm developing with one of my partners in Brittany a digital platform to make catalog of products and price available. The objective is saving time and energy for the customers, find everything without searching in different catalogs. Products, goods, price, okay, finish. The only thing we add is for logistic, because it's for the buyer to pay the logistic. When we communicate with different person, different country, we have to adapt the content, adapt the communication, and not thinking because I'm a French person. In Italy, they think like a French person. It's better like this, because at certain point, mistake may be accepted or not. So in my opinion, it's more important at the beginning to understand a little bit the language, Italian, English, and to talk with them, because it's a barrier. For the digital export success, it's not a recipe, but we have to build a strong online presence with the website, with social media. We can use SEO or SEA, leverage social media, implement e-commerce solution, use digital marketing tools, and the most important is to accompany your teams because, like I said, we have different challenges for exporting. Language barriers, cultural differences, payment and logistic, and also cybersecurity. And for the conclusion, we have, sorry, a little problem. Yeah, for the conclusion, I think tools like Manatex is very important to be efficient in your job and for your commercial strategy. I believe that to succeed exporting is and will remain the augmented human. That is, say, it's the one you will know to use technology wisely in order to be the most efficient. Technology guides us and allow us to go faster analysis, but we need our brain to do this. Thanks to this, we can anticipate and choose a corresponding scenario. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Steve, for sharing your experience and examples
You're welcome.
from Italy. Yeah, so it was really interesting. Thanks a lot. Every time I'm learning something new, and I completely agree with your last statement that definitely digital transformation happens now, is the future. So we all need it, but I completely agree that we need to utilize it wisely. So Madia always says that we need to use it as our assistant, not as our boss. So we have to give instructions. We have to make it less biased. We have to teach these technologies to bring us the value, not vice versa. So using this technology in some weird way and so on. So if somebody has any questions, so you are very much welcome to ask it. So otherwise, we always in touch with people who are interested in our experience and competences and knowledge and what we actually learned ourselves during this digital journey. So if you want to learn more about the platform and artificial intelligence technology and how to use it, so we can also maybe train your company if you are interested in it. We have a special training program which we at this moment actively promote and implement. We are going to implement Manatex too in the curriculum of some business schools in France. So we have the experience. However, if you have some question now, so please also don't hesitate to ask us now. Sure.
Okay, if they don't have any questions, so I think we can wrap up, Nadia.
Okay, so we just can wrap up. So if something comes up, so please don't hesitate to let us know. Thank you so much, everyone who participated today, who listened to us, all our different points and experiences, and all this theory and practice and all this digital transformation journey.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Steve.